As we step back in time, there was a period known as the Viking Age, spanning from the late 8th to the late 11th centuries. These audacious individuals, hailing from Scandinavia, Denmark, Norway, and Sweden, were not merely inhabitants. They were architects of chaos, raiding, pirating, trading, and settling across Europe. The Vikings, a name that resonates with both awe and fear, carved their legacy forever. Now let's get to the heart of what made the Vikings unique. It wasn't just about raiding for the fun of it. It was their whole lifestyle. These were expert sailors, masters of the seas, navigating their iconic longships through treacherous waters. All right, let's hop somewhere between AD 800 and 1050. That's the Viking Age for you. Now, the Vikings were originally from Scandinavia, but countries like Denmark, Norway, and Sweden were a thing back then. Whether you were chilling up in the icy north of Norway or enjoying the milder weather down in southern Denmark, Vikings everywhere had this unshakable unity going on. They shared similar house styles, bling, tools, you name it. It was so much of the same incredible vibe that we just call it the Age of the Vikings. Imagine the bustling lifestyle of Vikings during the Viking Age in Scandinavia as a grand feast of farming, fishing, and foraging. This trio formed the backbone of their daily routine from the crack of dawn until the sun dipped below the horizon. Vikings were hands-on, diving into farming, casting nets for fishing, setting traps, and gathering whatever nature generously provided. What sets these Viking communities apart is their artistic spirit. Forget about any local market, Vikings were the original masters of self-sufficiency. Fertile soils, green pastures, and thriving fishing spots were their treasure troves. Vikings crafted everything they needed from scratch. It's a level of self-sufficiency that can make a modern community turn green with envy. And that self-sufficiency wasn't just a boast. It was the secret sauce behind their monumental success. All right, let's unravel the mystery of why the Scandinavians decided to leave their homeland and set sail for foreign shores, a topic that still sparks debates among the history enthusiasts. So it wasn't because they were running out of space back home. Studies show there was plenty of land to go around in Scandinavia. So why the big move? Enter the world of Viking decision-making, where local chieftains and aristocrats were feeling a bit antsy. The powerful neighbors and rulers aimed to unite territories into one massive kingdom, and voila, the local elite started thinking, time to explore new lands across the sea. And off they went, setting sail into Europe, making pit stops in places like Britain and Ireland. Now, England, Ireland, and Carolina weren't just casual stops for the Vikings. It was more like a never-ending roller coaster of attacks. It took some time before the Vikings decided, you know what, let's stick around here for good. On the flip side, in spots like the Scottish Isles and around the Baltic Sea, Vikings were quick to claim their portion of land. How? Well, they either grabbed it outright or struck deals with the previous landowners. The Vikings, being the great entrepreneurs they were, figured out a way to level up their raiding game. They caught on to the idea that raiding churches could be a real gold mine, literally. So instead of just grabbing whatever shiny things they could find, they set their eyes on lavishly decorated manuscripts and Bibles. Smart move, right? They didn't just keep these prized possessions. Nope, they flipped the script and started selling them back to the monastic communities or rich residents who owned them in the first place. Take the Codex Aureus, for example, a jaw-dropping gospel book. There's this interesting story about an Anglo-Saxon big shot named Alderman Alfred and his wife. When Canterbury got a taste of Viking chaos in 851 AD, these power players decided to play ball. They shelled out pure gold to the Vikings, basically paying a hefty ransom to get their beloved Codex Aureus back safe and sound at Christ Church. Let's pay homage to these trailblazers of the past. Like, comment, and subscribe if this voyage into history has left you intrigued. And we'll see you in the next video.